Now, to get to know Mosiah as the artist, you have to know him as the person. A lot of people don't know him as the person. I am one of the few people that does. My name is Julius Andy Clark, and this is my story on Mosiah. I would have left the US in 2009 to do a conversion from law school, United States law, to British law in Trinidad, right? So within my trod in Trinidad, I would have visited frequently the Bobo Hill in Maracas, St. Joseph. That's in the St. Joseph Valley, for those who don't know, in Trinidad. Now, people think Mosiah is from maybe from Jamaica because he sings reggae music, but he's actually from Well Road, Siparia in Trinidad. Right? That's deep south for those who don't know. So me being from town, I used to go down south to visit him. Sometimes he used to come north to visit me. Now, we used to keep Sabbath a lot. That is on the Friday 6 p.m. to Saturday 6 p.m. So we became close brothers, right? What I like about Mosiah is that he approaches life with an open mind and he has a very high level of understanding. But Mosiah, like myself, is very like-minded, right? We like-minded in the sense that we like adventure. So we used to take adventures into our own hands. I mean, the most memorable point I remember about him is that we went from Trinidad, took a boat to Tobago, and we had a lot of jars of honey, natural honey, from a boy Stephon who used to catch honey in Siparia. So we used to take this honey and we catch a boat to Tobago. And we used to go to Tobago and sell off this honey. Every time we go somewhere, you find in a club or somewhere in an area, you find females gather around us. And we didn't look for it, it just used to happen. We used to like our vibes and stuff, so we like-minded like that. And not to say we get into a lot of trouble like that. There's a saying when me and Akil meet up, it's trouble meet trouble. I call him Akil because that's my brethren still. Akil, Mosiah, same person. But they say trouble meets trouble when me and Akil meet. It's true thing. I remember being in some places, I talk about Tobago. We've been in many places in Tobago. And it's so much we get into, positive things. But it's so much trouble we cannot get into at the same time. Because we're young, we're taking risks and stuff. But to cut a long story short, I know him like that kind of brethren, we've had a lot of adventures. I used to rent SUVs and we used to drive up and down Trinidad, go on Maracas Beach. We drive up and down, go in town, uptown, down south, Borrowday. It was very adventurous brethren. We're keeping in Rastafari still, we haven't disrespect no one. We always keep to ourselves, we do good things, positive things within the trust still. Rastafari keep everybody in check and keep us in line. One person will always have his back and he'll have my back the same, right? His father is kind of like my father, big up to Leon in Germany, right? His mom, big up to Liz in Trinidad, right? My mom is kind of his mom too. We share that kind of respect as our brothers, One thing I like about his music is that he lives what he sings about, right? They have a lot of reggae singers out there who they just sing based on what they hear. Mosiah is a true Bobo, true Rasta Bobo for real. And he grew up into the family. His father's a Rasta too, so generational Rasta, right? So if you watch him now, don't watch him slide. He lived the liberty, he's seen the hardship, he went through the trod. I give thanks for the opportunity to talk about my brethren still, A brother for life, always remember that. It's one love. Peace.